Woof indeed. Things are slightly stabilizing over here, but yeah, it's been quite harrowing. Also, almost all our fungal gravel is done. All thanks to steroid. White is just unhappy because Valentin. So this is quite funny. White is just absolutely getting wrecked by Valentin's death. Flynn, on the other hand, despite having the larger negative mood penalty, is being offset by Sanguine, and Flynn is kind of okay with the issues. But White, after you get done with that, come drink a Psychite tea so that we can avoid you breaking. And also, the bears are getting trained up, but also the bears are absolutely creating a lot of animal filth. White, I don't want to send you back to the dungeon right away, so let's have you do some cleaning. Cleaning. White, your top priority is cleaning. You make them at the crafting spot. So here's the crafting spot. All it takes is smoke leaf leaves. Requires 16 to make 4 joints, or you can make them individually, but the 4 joints is slightly faster. Yeah, you can make them very early, so they're great for like tribal starts or things like that when you don't have a lot of research. I have tried and failed to get the bears to not track through our house, but I have been failing. So some point I need to figure out how to improve pathing. Okay, so we have a fire. We had a zzzt event happen, but this is why we have these backup batteries. So when a zzzt event happens, all of the power in your batteries discharge, but anything not connecting to the network that is affected does not. So we can restore power over here. Shouldn't be a big deal. There we go. We should have continuity. And then once these batteries rebound from our current power supply, we'll be in good stead. I get the feeling that my work zone, yep, does not include this corner. So that's why this wasn't getting dug out. This is going to be our path to get to these generators, so we don't have to go outside. And also, that can all go because I've now routed that cable through. All right, White, you're done with cleaning, so you're going to go back to work. But then, let's have you do this really quickly. Wait, no, are you doing slag right now? Wait, no, I want this bill. I want you to do... Oh, I see. So I want to do weapons and apparel. So we'll see if this time, do you do it? Okay, I wanted to see what you get for smelting a bio-coated assault rifle. Looks like just steel. I was hoping we might get some components. Maybe there's a chance of components. But it looks like not. Looks like mostly we're just getting a small amount of steel. So when you get done with that, consume some ambrosia because your mood is still absolutely abysmal. And let's, I think we're okay on power. Famous last words. So let's reconnect the workbench so Edie can get back to doing some research tomorrow. Where's Young? Oh, I was like, everybody's snoozing. So one thing that I do want to do, I was thinking about, is I want to add a hallway here that goes directly from the Great Hall into the storage area, because this is kind of a long roundabout way to go. So I'm going to expand the med bay down into this space here, and then shift it all over a little bit, is my plan. What are you making? You're making a heavy SMG? That's fine. Make a good one, though, Flynn. Do me a favor. We need some good luck here. I guess I won't see what it is until Flynn drops it off. Good quality. All right. Oh, and actually, while we're at it, we can tear all of this out, because we don't want to give the enemy positions on us. So we'll get rid of all of that. But hold on. Please hold. This is... I almost just pulled an Anya. Cancel that. Let's remove the roof. Oh my word. So I wish the bears would just get around to moving these corpses. That would be fantastic. All right, now that we've done that, now we can get rid of that safely. We also need to replace this so it's not wood anymore. This is, like, decidedly bad. Our tainted pile is growing larger. Actually, oh, here's an idea. If we clear the storage as a place where the huskies can go, the bear will no longer come here for tattered apparel and should quickly do these. That's the theory, at least. Okay, so our new kill box is shorter, so it'll function better for SMGs, because that's what we've been primarily producing. Oh. Wow, Wendy made short work of that. How are we doing on components? We're starting to rebuild some. How much steel do we have, though? Oh, not a lot. Okay, we may need to dip into one of these reserves. We have to be a little careful with this because we could collapse some roof if we're not careful. Wendy's getting neurally supercharged. Who is the major break risk? Steroid? I mean, there is no surprise there. Have you finished your fungal flooring yet? Oh my gosh, you have. It's glorious. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so now we have a tough question ahead of us. I think it's time for Steroid to join the Tektugas. I believe that they have done what they came here to do, and it is time. Do we have a conversion ritual prepared? We do. Steroid's expectations are tanking it. Well, I think we're still going to roll the dice on it. We can't... I think they're fully... Yeah, they're fully whatevered. I guess we should have been reducing will over here. Just something for social people to do. This can't be part of our home area. Well, I mean, it is, but it shouldn't be. I want to protect this at some point, but we're running really low on steel, so I don't feel like I can afford it. Let's toggle that power, and then we'll do the conversion ritual. Okay. Let's roll the dice on Steroid. Oh, white is participating in the conversion ritual. Got it. I was hoping I could have white clean up that little spot right there. All right, Steroid. Big money, no whammies. Ineffective. Well, it went from 100% to 100%. It's fine. We'll have Wendy do the regular one. All right, that at least worked a little bit. Man, and Wendy has way better social than Valentin does. Humph. All right, we can turn that off. We have a research project. Okay, Edie has been working on it too. Actually, we really only need to get these two mined out. And then we'll get those just so we have some space. Whew. Yeah, nutrient paste is absolutely saving our bacon here. Actually, Flynn, do you have an SMG? I want to check something real quick. Yeah, so, okay, so if you can shoot here. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So our kill box is going to have maximum killitude there. Hey, bear? What are you... Okay, we're gonna further limit the bear's domain. We should probably also rename the husky zone to the bear zone. But the only place the bears should go is to sleep here, to bring corpses back here. Oh, this is at least starting to get planted. That's good. I had forgotten about it. Okay, let's see if that forces the bear to start moving these corpses. Bear? Do it for me. 4 of 7 is not bad. Not quite at the point where I'm going to give them free roam of the castle, but... What's... You're on Husky Zone. There's a stockpile here. Oh, do I not have... Allow fresh and rotten. Is there a different corpse thing? Oh. Wait, when did corpses not end up in here? That's so weird. That's why it hasn't been happening. Now the bear is going to spring into action. Famous last words. Here we go. Where is the bear going? Mysteries of the universe. Are you hauling something right now? No, you aren't. Okay, we're gonna further limit you, bear. I want you to haul corpses, please. Human-like corpses, no colonist corpses, stranger corpses, human corpses. Like this one. Yes. Okay. Oh, major break risk. I should be paying attention to that. Steroid. Okay, you haven't done any drugs in a while. Good job, steroid. Oh yeah, steroid. We don't have to... We can start putting steroid to work in other places. We can get rid of the fungus zone. There we go. Yeah, we can get rid of the fungus zone. Oh, and young, I want you on cooking. Dang. All right. That'll help out with getting the cooking sorted. Are you... We need to talk about what just happened, but hold on. Let me get something going here. Start working on charge rifles. We need better weaponry. So I think lightning just struck my butchering table. That's really quite upsetting to me. Please put that out. I think we're going to lose the materials anyways, but... Alright, we didn't. But that's just ridiculous. Like, really? Lightning? Yeah, that's how you're going to be? I guess let's put it on this side so it's more protected. That'll mess with pathing, though. So I wanted to put it here. I eventually want to, like, cut out this corner for cleanliness's sake. So maybe we just do that. Let's just get rid of that, and then we'll rebuild the butcher table. It's not like we're doing any hunting right now anyways. Yes, finally getting rid of the corpses. Thank you, bear. You're amazing. Oh, and in fact, here's an interesting idea. We won't do that quite yet, but at some point in the future, I think I'm going to make a small extension of this stockpile right here and have that be the only place that the bear goes. So colonists will move things in, but... Raid. It's a tribal raid. They want to use sappers to tunnel around our defenses. It's like every time I get the kill box sorted out, and it's a lot of tribals though. Okay, let's at least take a look at what we got here. Hard worker and volatile, no. Chemical fascination, steadfast. Masochist, nimble. This character is actually pretty interesting. Yeah, bear could be really good. Whoa. Beberox is quite good. Bloodlust, Brawler, and Tough. That's, like, insane. And also we need to watch out for them, because they will mess us up. Okay, so Beberox. I'm going to write these down really quickly just so that I remember. Beberox was good, and Bear was good. Okay, so they're going to come in. It looks like they'll probably break through right here. Oh, actually, our mortar's going to get messed up. Because I think they're probably going to come straight through and break this. We've had that happen before. Yet again, our setup is like... they always know how to pick the spots. We're just going to set up here, at least to start. Unless they decide to go through our corpse pile, are they going to, like, diagonal in? Or are they just... they're probably going to blow up the walls to our geothermal. Set up over here initially. Just in case they decide to bust in. Yeah, they're busting in through this again. It's so weird the way the pathing goes. Okay, they're coming in this way. So let's take up positions. We almost have combat command. Okay, Steroid, you don't need to be here because you can't do anything. White, you can move back. Mule, you don't have a weapon. You're killing me. We're also not using our marine armor, which is bad news. Okay, equip the heavy SMG and then get back to the fight as quickly as you can. Young, get here. Flynn, get here. I don't understand what's happening. Are they gonna go through this way and come back out again? I don't understand. Okay. Are they gonna break through this wall again? Looks like they are. Okay, the animals need to move. Urgently. Get out of there, animals. The donkeys I can't move. This is bizarre. What is their plan? Okay, they just lit that on fire. That's cool. Well, we might have combat command back up. No, Edie, you gotta back up. Well, I got Beberox. But we lost Wendy. It's like one every time. These breachers are insane. Rat. Probably not. Turtle. Well, let's see what happened to Wendy. We had her geared up and ready to tank. Otter jabbed Wendy in the neck, making her scream from the wound. Wendy died. Rough. Like, we have such a hard time getting position. Oh, this is probably also... Everybody's going to eat their meals before they go put that out. Our donkeys are just going to walk through the fire? Seems ill-advised. Actually, we're just going to let that burn out. It's going to kill the donkeys. I don't think I care. Man. Wendy, too? Doesn't sting as much as Valentin, but... These sapper raids are insane. They went through here, like... Why can I not build that there? There we go. Alright. Is this donkey stupid? Just get out of the fire. If I do sleeping spot, and then deconstruct those, will the donkeys go sleep out here? Okay, fine. Like, come on. Young, did you tend to them? You didn't. You're the worst. Oh my god. No, you gotta go. I think we missed the window. Oh. It's gonna be close. Have we made the casket for Wendy yet? No. Flynn is resting. Mule is tending. Steroid, can you deliver the goods to that? This is an all hands on deck type of thing. This is fine. Okay, it looks like they will survive. Did we ruin them health-wise? Okay, that's fine. Where did I send the polar bears? I forgot now. Oh, they're in here. Hey, Robbie, how's it going? Long time no see. How are you doing? Okay, are you healthy now? No. Young, are you going to... Yeah, you're just getting more meds. Yeah, we just survived a raid. So... That's what we're dealing with. Okay, it's fine. Don't care about the beds. I'm just going to let this fire burn through. I don't think there's anything else to be done. How did this get destroyed? Oh well, we're losing the Devil Strand. It's a done deal. And we're going to have a bunch of animals in here. Due to that. Who's the major break risk? Young, you're the major break risk? I'm doing well. Doing well. Yeah, so it's open season on this food. Until we can get that closed off, we're going to have a problem with tons of animals in our base. We gotta wait for the fire to burn out, though. Okay, Ida, we're not going to waste time on you anymore. Just release you. Oh, Young. Smoke some smoke leaf. Wendy. Oh, yeah, Wendy died. Yes. Spoils in 2.3 days. Okay. Why is no one... Just make the damn casket, Flynn. Where are you even going? This is insane. Wait, where are you going? Why are you... Well, thank you, Steroid, for being our rock, I guess. Let's bury Wendy. We're almost at the point where we can start rebuilding here. We just have to let the fire burn out. But it is going to slip through here. I guess our donkeys survived. No thanks to me trying very hard. Okay, Young's doing some work. The donkey is healed. Good news. Okay, let's build a wall there to protect that. Young, just sleep. Just sleep, my man. Steroid can finish up, doing a bad job of patching that wall in. White is the major break risk. Took a hit to the jaw. Smoke some smoke leaf. Steroid, you're absolutely wrecking yourself. Can you just... Alright, let's let the fire burn a little faster. These are all going to be destroyed. Okay. Let's get that done. I don't think we have any time to do any quests. Let's take a look at this. A mechanoid cluster will land at Turtle Haven that includes 2 centipedes. That's going to be a no-go. Why is no one bed resting right now? I'm a little confused by that. We need to do a eulogy for Wendy, but you don't... Do you have... You have no social. We're starved for people with social right now. Okay, the fire's done though, which means the polar bears can go back to being huskies. Okay. Thank you, Steroid, for patching up the walls. You are appreciated. Murderous Rage on Steroid. I think we need them. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to recruit them, so that was a necessary arrest, even though it's going to further send Steroid into the depths of sadness. Just going to give him all the drugs. Okay, people are getting healed. But yeah, if we keep losing one person per raid, we're going to have a hard time. Steroid, is there a reason you're not sleeping right now? I feel like this is a common problem. Oh my gosh, misclicks. Where are you going right now? Hopefully to sleep. Young, is your sleep schedule just that messed up? Yeah, it is. All right. This is spicy. Okay. Strip you. I think you can smelt flak jackets, which is why I'm at least considering trying to do some of those. Although it's gonna tank some people's mood to have to do that. I really don't understand if this exploded. No one can take the shepherd role. I don't know if we're just doomed as a result of that. But I need to put a power conduit back there, and then we also need some animal flaps made of, let's just go light leather there. Can we haul this corpse in particular, please? I'm gonna refine this down a little bit. I kind of roughshod did it. I just don't care about any of that stuff. In fact, let's just get this corpse taken care of, please. So that the door is not held open. Thank you. All right, now we can expand it again. So many corpses, so little time. All right, so losing Wendy was a big hit, for sure. Steroid, I'm running out of things to give you. I mean, it's steroid is mostly breaking because of the white. I tell you what, things are not good. What are we looking at here? We probably have a break. It doesn't look like we're going to get our second one. Well, actually, no. It's any moment now we might get a second one. Mule, where are you? Tending to young? All right, that's good. We really have no one else with social, right? Edie obviously has social. Young has social, so Young's going to become our new moral guide. It's not good, though. Whoever becomes moral guide just dies. That's the deal. So I am sorry in advance, Young. You're gonna get wrecked. I don't know that this had to happen at this very moment, but... And we'll do a eulogy for Wendy shortly, once everybody's kind of up and able, which would have happened very soon. Okay, at least the polar bears are doing some work. So if I grab this stockpile and I just expand it over like this, shrink this one. I'm going to try and go out the door. No, that doesn't work. No, actually, I think it does work. Now that I think about it. I wish that the door wasn't included in it, but now we can add that to the zone that the huskies can go to. Well, I need to change it to bears, I think, probably. That will allow the bears to do a bit more work, because they can move stuff to other locations. But I'm starting to get more work out of them, which is good. Okay, we'll do that. The donkeys can reassign to whatever one of those sleeping spots they want. We've used up all our components again. It's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, we don't have any components. All right. Everybody needs to rest. And Young moves to there. How are we doing on you? Are you healthy at least? We really... Ooh, all right. We messed up your eye. Do I remember that you were a masochist, though? No, bloodlust. Still good. Still good. This is the wrong place for this now. So if we do that, actually, let's not even get so crazy. I think we can probably just go there and there, and put the shelf there, and we'll put the fire foam popper just across the way from it. Hey, Young. You're allowed to bed rest, you know. Amazingly, I still have no idea what broke this wall. Like, I don't think any fighting did that. We'll allow sewing in here again. And we can reconnect. We can power toggle this. I think we've been planting the fiber corn, but it's never had a chance to grow. Which, let's check to make sure all our connections are still connected. Looks good. These are all tribals, but Oh, don't really want the good stuff to end up in here. Well, we'll figure that out later, I think. Yeah, so see, now the animals are dropping stuff here, which is perfect, because then we don't get animal filth around. Maybe. Okay, in honor of this historic moment, the Husky Zone is now the Bear Zone. The Bears. Alright, and let's take a look at the Bear Zone really quickly, see how we're doing. Yep, the Bears are doing work. I still can't believe that was the path that that raid took. I don't know how to... I'm almost tempted to, like, mine through this so they don't bother, if that's where they're going. We just won't be able to see what they're doing. Everybody's bummed. Let's do the eulogy. %68%. Alright, over half the chance that this will happen. So I want a mausoleum. I don't know if that would actually improve the chances. I didn't see anything in that about, like, room quality. Good eulogy. Thank you, Young. That'll help with moods just a little bit. But boy, oh boy, what are we even doing? Let's put that there. Did I suspend the bill for those? Yeah, let's get those going again. That door doesn't need to ever close. This door doesn't really need to ever close either. Oh my gosh, we've not stabilized. I'm scared to hunt these. Nope. For the time being, I'm just gonna accept that I'm not sure what we're gonna need to do here. This is a long round trip when we have to refuel. That may become a problem. Exotic goods trader. Edie? Give him a call. We're also broke at the moment. So we got that going for us. Oh wait, no, that's not a thing that we have going for us. We need the components. The advanced components I think we can hold off on. I would like to get them. I don't think we have the stuff to sell to get it, but I want the jump pack research so bad. What can we sell? All our reinforced barrels? That would be probably a very stupid thing to do. We have quite a bit of gold. Wow, the gold doesn't help that much, does it? Why would you ever buy a death acidifier? Is it? Do I look like a chump to you? We're a long ways off from caravanning, so maybe we sell the donkeys. I think we keep the polar bears. We sell the yayo. We don't have any of our psychite tea or our smoke leaf joints anywhere. We can sell our incendiary shells. I'm not planning on lighting anyone on fire. Wow, where'd all our plat steel go? Oh wait, it's I know where it is now. We could sell our skip shield. We have a low shield pack, but I want to hang on to that. That was way too valuable. We sell 100 gold. We still don't get there. We sell 1 barrel. And we just need slightly more. We buy 1 less component. All right. Jump packs were big. I don't know. Oh, we're almost done with that, but I think we go back and no, we'll finish charge rifles first. But losing that jump pack with Valentin was a huge hit, so I think that that's going to help. I don't know if we're ever going to get to use the skip shield trainer, so we might want to sell it. The polar bears and Izzy. 64-year-old logger named Izzy is calling for help. She has a pack of 14 man-hunting polar bears are hunting him. He begs for safety and offers to join Turtle Haven. If you accept Izzy, the man-hunting polar bears will follow in 1 hour. And we do need numbers, and we can handle manhunters pretty effectively. Let me think about this for a second. So the bears have done their work. We would need to bring Bebo inside, which means we need to make this a prisoner cell. Not assigned to wardening. Who can? Not assigned to wardening. Not assigned to wardening. Prioritize taking to bed. Yep, do that. Okay. So after we do this, I think we're... Okay, so we're just going to... We're going to wait to see how that pans out, but we're probably going to take Izzy and just hunker down inside. We have... I think we're pretty well set up for that. Is there anything we would want to do? Actually, we would... I think we build these walls really quickly in hopes that we can connect these two together, because I think we can do that pretty quickly. How long do we say we have? Quest, we have 4 hours, and then we have 1 hour. Is there any chance we're gonna get Flynn's on it? Let's see how far we get, because we basically only have 5 hours. Three hours. We're not gonna get it built. I don't think. Flynn? No, but really. I know you're hungry, and you can eat in a bit. But I really need these built. We don't have any holes in our walls, do we? No. One hour. I think we're going to get this done. So we're going to do it. We're rolling the dice in a big way. That's all inside. We need to expand inside to include this stuff over here. And assuming we get this done, this will all be inside too, although I'm not going to do that until it actually happens, just in case. How bad are you getting? Okay, there's Izzy. Izzy, are you terrible? Fast walker, misogynist, and capable of violence. With a bad back at 64 years old. I should have seen that they were 64 years old. I'm leaving them out to die. Flynn, please just finish the job. Mule, are you? Okay. Everyone's inside. Let's quickly forbid all the doors, because I don't want any mess-ups. No mistakes, people. Flynn, after you finish eating, we need to break this open. Just so we have that done. Yep, Izzy's just not going to make it. We need better. Okay, so. We'll expand the floor like that for the time being. And then zone inside is going to include this space. Now, am I being very nice? No. Being kind of a jerk to the powers that be. But such is life. Now we hope for a raid. Ideally one that comes in and just bumps into the mass of polar bears. Actually, that reminds me. Huskies? Or the bear zone? I want them to be doing stuff. So they can work in here. In here. And not out here, not out here, not out here. Okay. So they should never leave the walls either. Wait. Oh, colonist needs rescue. I almost had a heart attack there. Oh. That would be Izzy again, I presume.